Ladies and gentlemen, unless you live under a rock or more than likely underneath a bridge somewhere, you are listening to the hottest and fastest rising star in the entire Midwest. They called me the superior one, the Devil King, your mom's favorite wrestler, but you shall refer to me as Slade Wolfborn. And you are watching Drinking at Moe's.
This is Drinkin at Moe's, where we talk about the pros of pro wrestling in the Midwest while sipping on some brews with blessed beers and wrestling. That's my scene. Death matches and lucha libre, it's all so mean. I'm a straight up smart goofball, not no kiss ass. I stand tall when it comes to wrestling. I'm the king. I know every move, every fling. Get ready for a wild time with Drinkin at Moe's, where we don't quit. Drinkin at Moe's, that's where it's at, like a power bomb. We hit hard, never flat. Fucking right, we're living the dream. Talking about wrestling, know it's a scream.
I've always said here at Drinkinatmos, just because it says drinking at Moe's does not mean it has to be alcoholic. So I'm happy to say Drinking at Moe's is sponsored by Prince Nana Coffee. The exact same guy you see every week on Dynamite, on Collision. Yes, he has his own coffee, and it's freaking delicious. They don't even roast those beans until you've placed your order, and you might be telling me, hey, Big Mo, I'm more of a tea guy. They got you covered there, too. Use the referral link in the description of this video. And let's get you dancing like Prince Nana with Prince Nana Coffee. All right, everybody, welcome. Drinking at Moe's. Big Mo here. You know the drill.
Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming? Oh my gosh. Why are you screaming?
Sorry, my voice kind of carries and sometimes can be a little bit louder than I'm intending.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But
try again.
No, try to. Okay. Welcome, Drinking at Moe's. Big Mo here. You know the drill. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Because YouTube's algorithm is a pain in my ass. We are most places you can find the audio podcast too. Today, I'm excited to have with me Slade Wolfborn. How you doing?
That's it? Just that? Okay. This is how you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, unless you live under a rock, you are listening to the hottest and fastest rising star in the Midwest. And I'm pretty sure you'd agree of deep emphasis on hottest. The superior one, the Devil King himself, Slade Wolfborn. Yeah, that's how you do it. So
yeah. Yep. It would be hard to beat that intro.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm just that good at it, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. No, you are. Now the first thing I like to start off with everybody with when they first come on the show. What got you started as a fan, and then what got you deciding to make that leap into the business?
So I've always been a student of the game. I don't know, it's the cliche of as long as I remember. I don't even remember a time. I remember exactly when I became a fan. I was about 7 years old, if I'm not mistaken, and I went to an IWA show in Puerto Rico. I found myself enamored with everything, and I said, "Wow, I can beat those guys." So right then and there, I said, "I'm gonna be a professional wrestler." So after the show, I went over to a wrestling legend known as Savio Vega. I introduced myself. I was like 7 years old. I told him that I wanted to be the next IWA World Heavyweight Champion. He laughed and he said, "Let's make it happen." So he became my mentor from that day. And yeah, I started studying the game. And I decided to become, I was like 7. I decided I wanted to join the business right then and there. It was about 11 years after that I turned 18. So that was the first time I started training with Savio back in Puerto Rico. And I did that for a little bit, but something that I was very blessed, that I have to admit, I was very blessed with many talents. I mean, being beautiful is one of them, obviously. But one of the things I was blessed with was meeting a lot of big names in wrestling from a very young age. And I always heard them say, "Oh, if you want to do this, get a backup, get a backup, get a backup." So I was like, "Hey, yeah, well, I like the sound of being rich before becoming a wrestler." So, I went to university, I graduated like a good boy, and I still said, "Yeah, I want to be a wrestler." So I started training again. Unfortunately, that was in 2020, and everyone knows what happened in 2020. So I had to pause everything, and I said, "You know what? I need to, you know, be a big boy and take the normal route, what everyone likes to do." So I just decided to move to the mainland after a few years. Uh, Obviously became rich, which is amazing. I highly recommend it, by the way, whoever's watching, highly recommend it. Yeah, self-made. Bought a very nice house, had the job, got had many girls, many women in my life. But I just felt empty. I was like, there's something missing. There's just something missing in my life. What is it? What is it? What is it? And I was like, oh yeah, wrestling. So I just decided to search for wrestling schools while being here in Iowa. And I stumbled upon one that was about 30-ish minutes from where I live. So I was like, oh, interesting. So I essentially took the leap. I went there. I saw that they were very highly regarded trainer there. You might have heard of him, of All Steel Jay Fowler, one of
Ah,
the
yeah.
best, if not, one of the definitely one of the best. He'll tell you he's the best in the Midwest. And for sure he is. So obviously, yeah, I had heard of him, and I was like, this is very interesting. The school's called the Forge Professional Wrestling Academy, and I was like, this is what I want to do. So I started training, and that's how I got started in the business, essentially.
That is awesome. I'm very familiar with Mr. Fowler there. He came through Omaha a bunch of times and ended up becoming good friends with him and a bunch of the other guys out here in Omaha, and made a few trips out there to Iowa. And yeah, very familiar, very good trainer there. And I mean, you've had a very good start with two very good mentors in the
Yeah,
business with
absolutely.
the legend Savio Vega
Yep.
and Jay Fowler.
Yep. Absolutely.
Jay,
It's been very blessed. It's always great when you get to be the top student for two people like that, being the best student they've ever had, which is crazy when you look at the body of work they've both done, the people they've trained, and then I'm the constant there being the best. It's just, I know it's an honor for them to be able to train me. You know what I mean? Like it's just such a pleasure for them. I'm sure. So yeah, definitely very lucky, very lucky they were, able to stumble upon my journey. So yeah,
oh yeah, and just thinking of the careers that both of those individuals have had, I know,
absolutely.
man, I've been watching Savio Vega for a while. I've been lucky enough to have a few people that have been down to Puerto Rico and had some feuds with him. So I
Mhm.
he actually even liked some of my stuff on those episodes with those people. So I'm like, oh, cool, getting the attention of a legend there.
Oh
Little,
yeah, he's very much involved in social media. He gets it. He obviously he gets it. He's very good about, you know, the engagement stuff. I mean, his IW page has, I think, like over 50K followers. His own page has like 15K followers. So yeah, he's very good about that. Dear Uncle Savio, in the literal sense of the word for me. So yeah.
oh yeah, no, much respect to him, and coming into the Midwest, and some of the, I mean, there's so many differences from coming to from
Hmm.
Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
like just the weather alone, especially around this time of year. But the Midwest independent scene, kind of some hidden gems out there, because everybody concentrates on the big spots of the East Coast
Hmm.
and West Coast.
Yep.
Which I got lucky that my start watching independent wrestling was on the West Coast, having been stationed out in San Diego. But man, the Forge, got a great reputation around here, and also live pro wrestling got great veteran and young talent, you know, coming from the Forge and doing some very, very awesome shows there from what I've been able to see.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know the company started March 29th was the first show, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was kind of like a little rocky, like a very rocky uh landscape in March because we used to have another company with a different owner, different management, and that went down the drain, unfortunately. But the new group of owners, they were able to create something very good. And it's been like it's an understatement to say it's good. It's freaking great.
Yeah.
Like selling out shows left and right. I was trying to be nice for a second there, but let's be honest, it's the hottest product in the state of Iowa. I mean, come on, like we just started and we're selling out 200 plus, 300 plus shows. Like that's unheard of. That's literally unheard of.
Very
And
much so.
when you think about that first show, who was the star of that show? You're looking at him. But again, I don't want to toot my own horn. I mean, yes, I do. But, I'm essentially always a star of any show, especially in Iowa. I mean, in live pro wrestling, being the best in the best company is just an amazing honor. And yeah, I don't know if you had questions about live pro wrestling, about my time in live pro wrestling or anything. So feel free. I already got paid, so feel free.
Oh yeah, no, like I know you had I got to watch the match actually of your match against a guy that I'm a huge fan of, and he's definitely got a big name in and of himself, Mike Bennett.
Yeah, yeah, I successfully defended the Midwest Championship. The championship, it's very interesting because it's a championship that doesn't belong to any company. So it's like a traveling championship, some union here in the Midwest. And I was I was actually the longest reigning Midwest champion, over 140 days, the greatest and most legitimate championship reign any Forge student has ever had. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, and that was officially my last championship defense, before I was very rudely and very unconstitutionally suspended and stripped from LPW, and they stripped me of the Midwest Championship 2 months ago. It was literally the day after the Bennett match. But don't worry, because I'm coming back for the Midwest Championship. I just came back to the promotion. Yeah, I don't even remember what day it was. It was like October 18th, I think it was. And yeah, I actually have a message this Saturday in Grinnell. Live Pro Wrestling's going to be there, and I actually have some stuff that I don't know if this is going to come before or after.
It's gonna be after.
Okay, then it doesn't matter. But since it's after, I would have already given my message. I would have already told people, that I'm back after 2 months. I'm gonna regain that Midwest Championship. But I got sidetracked there for a second. Let me go back there to the Mike Bennett match, which was very interesting because it was the easiest match of my life. It was a super clean win by me, and it's very interesting because I don't know if I'm not that big of a nerd when it comes to research and stuff like that, so I wouldn't know. But I'm pretty sure that's the first time. It has to be the first time, or a very small amount of people have done it, that someone in their first year as a professional wrestler beat a currently signed wrestler. So I was essentially my first year as a wrestler, and I defeated an AEW signed wrestler. And again, I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that has to be the first time in the history of professional wrestling that has happened.
I would venture to guess that you're probably right on that. I can't think of too many other people that
like someone in their first year. I'm not saying in their first year as in the big leagues. I'm talking first year period as a professional wrestler, and then you go out and you beat someone that's currently in AEW. Something very interesting that Jay Fowler couldn't do the very next day. on the show that I got unconstitutionally suspended and stripped, Jay Fowler couldn't beat him. And I did the very previous day. And there's nothing against Fowler. Trust me, I respect Fowler, obviously. I'm his number one student. But what does that say about me and my current record? Because people also forget in that March 29th show, who did I beat? Oh, that's right. A WWE legend. I beat Savio Vega. Super, super clean victory. Don't let all the critics say otherwise. It was a super clean victory. And on my first year, I already have those wins. And I'm not sure if you heard of him also, Christian Rose over in Illinois. I beat Christian Rose last year. And I was like 3 or 4 months into the business, and I beat him. And also, people forget in Iowa, in the state of Iowa, this year, I only have one loss. That it was in the summer. One loss. Just one loss that everyone knows was a screw job. It was on the biggest show that LPW has had this year. And yeah, I'm still upset about it because when you watch that video, I had that match completely won. Like, obviously, I'm the best thing in the company. And then this ugly, fat guy named Waylon, I don't know if he was in cahoots with management, what happened, but the ref put his hands on me. He rolls me up, grabs my tights. My shoulders are not touching the canvas. I kick out before 3, and the ref still counts to 3. Like, what's going on? And that was for the inaugural LPW Heavyweight Championship. So they stole that from me.
Yeah.
And that's the only loss I've had this year, just so you know. The
only one. Yeah,
that has an asterisk, a huge asterisk on that.
Big one. Yeah. No, that definitely a blemish, but that asterisk there, however the fuck you pronounce that. I haven't even been drinking that much today. But yeah. No, that, and then you have a nice, well, I shouldn't say little. That's a big ass ring you got there.
Oh, this little thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was I guess this is essentially what started my year off. That was with the old company. And it was a little tournament that in the final I won super clean against someone that I think you might have interviewed before, Leon, former King.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason people still call him Leon King, even though I beat him. So it should be Leon, former King, LFK, but neither here nor there. But yeah, and it has been very, very good to have it. I've used it all around the Midwest. Yeah, it's amazing. It's great to have it. Next year, if they do the tournament again, because again, it's a tournament that doesn't belong to any company. It's a tournament that belongs to multiple companies. It just so happened that it just fell on the old company back in January, but next year's going to be a different company. No one's going to beat me, just so you know. No one's ever going to beat me. But yeah, that was literally my first show of 2025, and it was very indicative of what was going to happen for the rest of the year. And it's been win after 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 win. And it's not gonna stop. It's not going to stop. I can guarantee you. Like, we're October. This is going to air in November, so 2 months, and I guarantee you, I'm going to end the year with my Midwest Championship back. It's a guarantee. Like, who's going to stop me? Like the current champion is a Jeff Hardy wannabe. His name is Adam Love, and he's proclaiming himself champion. Oh, he's the champion of the Midwest. Oh, he loved hearing people say that you deserve it. Oh my God, Adam, you deserve it. He doesn't deserve anything. He didn't beat me. In fact, when you look at the record books, that Marshalltown show back in May, where I was rudely, screw jobbed out of winning the LPW Heavyweight Championship, Adam and I opened the show in the semifinals of that tournament. and I beat him. So I actually beat him that day. It was an LPW show. It wasn't any other company. It was LPW, and I beat him. And he still wants to claim that he's the champion, and that he's ignoring me. He's not even acknowledging me online. Like it's just insulting, honestly. But all this, all these untalented, out of shape, minimum wage Midwest Hicks, they I don't want to say they hate me, but I'm pretty sure they do. Because I've become the most hated man in the state of Iowa for some reason because obviously they envy me. Um, but yeah, they've seen what I've done this year. Like they've seen I've beaten literally everyone. I've beaten legends. I've beaten current signed roster. I've beaten all of their favorites, and they still boo me. Like literally, like I made my comeback October 18th in Tama, Iowa, right? So I didn't say anything. They didn't know I was coming in there. But after Adam retained his championship, I just came out with it. I just had it on my shoulder. And they were losing their minds, like just insulting me and like booing me as if I'd done anything wrong. I've done nothing wrong. So I just got in the ring and just lift the belt, give it to him, and people were booing me like I just did the worst thing ever. And hey, I get it. I get it. I get it. If I were them, I would absolutely be jealous of me. I would absolutely boo me. I would absolutely hate me. Like, trust me, I get it. I get it. If I wasn't this beautiful and this talented and this great, I would also hate me. It's normal. It's normal. Honestly, at this point, I get it. But yeah, yeah. I always go on tangents just to like just hate all these Midwest Hicks, but I digress. You were saying,
No, and I can imagine, going that back after that title that, I mean,
yeah.
for all intents and purposes, you should already have.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone said the thing. Thank you.
I,
Jesus.
I every now and then I get some smart stuff out, but
Finally.
I can imagine next year you're not just going to be going after that one.
No, not at all.
You're going after it all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. And I mean, obviously you might not know this because not many people know this, but I'm actually the real heavyweight champion. Now, what does that mean? Doesn't mean that it all started because actually I want to say a month after the whole screw job happened in Marshalltown, I actually had a rematch against that Wayland character. We went champion versus champion because I had the Midwest Championship. He had the LPW Heavyweight Championship. Excuse me. We went 1-on-1 in Tama. At the end, I pinned him. I won. There's a picture online of me with the two belts, with literally just Savio. Savio's actually next to me, raising my hand, my very, very muscular arms up with the two championships. And then some referee comes out with some shenanigan, and then he starts saying some BS to the referee that was there, and then they just throw the match out for no reason. Even though I pinned him, I pinned him. I was a champion. They raised my hands. I was a champion. And then it's like, no, you didn't win. And it's like, what are you talking about? So that's actually what started my campaign in saying that I'm the real heavyweight champion. Now, I'm not saying I'm LPW's real heavyweight champion. I'm saying I'm professional wrestling's real heavyweight champion, the entire industry. Because in an industry full of gimmicks and characters, whatever that is, I'm authentic. I'm genuine. I'm real. I'm superior. And I am the best. And the rest aren't even close. It's that simple. So I don't have a belt with me here. It's coming. It's right now. It's being made in Italy. Because I spare no expense. But yeah, hopefully at this point, I'll probably post a picture whenever it is here. I'll probably tag you, be like, hey, share it. Just so you know, just so you see it. So technically, I know a lot of these companies would be like, come on, that's not a real championship. It is. It is. Like, it is a real championship. I dare anyone out there to challenge me, come to Iowa, which essentially it's my empire, it's my kingdom down here. No one beats me, and I'll defend it against anyone. I don't care. I've beaten legends. I've beaten superstars. Like, are you kidding me? Like no, like. But yeah, like obviously that's the championship that I currently have right now. The Midwest Championship's another one that I will have, I guarantee. Um, Obviously that heavyweight championship looks very nice, and it would look even better with me because it belongs with me. Um, and yeah, there's a lot of companies in the Midwest that deserve to have a beautiful champion, deserve to have a real champion, someone that's actually going to make those titles mean something. Wouldn't you agree with that?
Oh, I would definitely agree. Everybody wants their title to mean something, and that title that you were having made in Italy. I can only imagine somebody of, excuse me, of your caliber is going to make. I think of MJF and his triple B. It's going to make that look like a B triple B, whatever. It's going to make it look like a little bitch.
Honestly, I wouldn't say that much. I think it'd be kind of equal. Like MJF, someone I respect a lot, just
Mm.
because he says it how it is. He calls out the fans. He's someone definitely that he's a great guy, just great guy, and yeah, someone that actually respects. So I wouldn't say that much. I'd say pretty equal. Um,
Equal level there.
Pretty equal levels. And he's also someone that got screwed out of the world title like a month or two ago against Adam Page. He should be campaigning as the real champion. Like it's just silly that that they did that to him. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's something that I wouldn't say it's gonna be better. I'd say equal, and I'm
Equal.
gonna make that belt be prestigious on that level. That's my goal. I'm gonna take it to every company. If they say you can't use it, I know that they don't care about real professional wrestling. So it's on them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of championships around the Midwest that I have my eyes on. That I think would look fantastic on me. I mean, come on. But yeah, good on you for for understanding that wrestling and championships would be more prestigious if I had them. That usually it's people like booing me or throwing racial slurs at me or insulting me, which I don't care. If they want to insult me, I know that I already won the debate. It's that simple. It's that easy, that simple. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Now, I have two categories here. One's a bit of a name game where I name off some people. You give me some quick thoughts on each of them, and I try to theme it towards the guess as much as possible. And you know, with you being from Puerto Rico, I figured each of these people are some big names of Puerto Rican heritage, whether they actually lived on the island at some point or not. So I give you the name, first thoughts that pop into your head.
Go for it.
All right. First one, Damian Priest.
I mean, what a way to be represented, being world champion like that. I haven't had the honor of meeting him. It'd be great, obviously. He was someone that obviously worked somewhat involved with Savio Vega with that backlash match that happened. So yeah, I respect the hell out of him just because, even if he's more of a conventional good guy nowadays, um, it's everything about heritage and being able to wear the Puerto Rican flag, even his gear, is something that is very cool. So yeah, like I was definitely one. I'll admit it. I don't have many moments that I mark out and when things happen. I was one that I kind of marked out a little bit when he won the world championship. I'll admit to that. But yeah, and obviously some when you say dream match, I mean that'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Obviously where he's at right now, where I'm at right now, not the same. I get it. But yeah, that'd be he's great, obviously. Like
Oh yeah. Next up, speaking of cool, that's cool. This guy, I've actually been able to meet him a couple times, actually. Carlito.
Yeah, I actually met him years ago, like long time ago. I was maybe fifth grade, sixth grade. I don't remember what grade I was at, but um, he was doing some charity thing in the island with Bobby Lashley, and I actually spent 4 days with Bobby Lashley because my father was doing some. He was always involved in the business side of wrestling since I became such a fan of it, and he was a salesman. So I actually spent 3 or 4 days with Bobby Lashley, and I actually met Carlito, and he is as cool as people say. Now that he is an indie wrestler, amazing dream match.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be, that would be great. And he's either already. I remember the exact date when he's doing it, but he's actually wrestling one of my best pals, Richard Holiday. Actually,
Mm.
he's wrestling Richard Holiday, I think in Canada. I don't know if when this airs if it already happened or not, but yeah, that's another one that Richard Holiday, one of the best indie wrestlers right now. We're very good pals. We actually did a seminar together. I know, and he did a video. People, people like have rewatched it because in the seminar when we met, he low blowed me and he did a video that got like went viral, went thousands and thousands of views, and people were making fun of it, like, oh, Slade finally got what he deserved, blah blah. That's what friends do. Like if you see the comments, I'm referring to him as my best pal. He's responding to me like best pal. He's gonna come to Iowa soon, hopefully, and be able to hang out and see him. Which, by the way, former IWA World Heavyweight Champion in Puerto Rico, Savio's company. So, but yeah, Carlito would be a dream match like that. That would be crazy because I obviously grew up and seeing him in the WWE. You know, my literally the first time I ever saw him was when he debuted against John Cena
Mm.
and won the title, and I was just like, Puerto Rico can do that, and obviously that was like a very validating moment of like, okay, it's not like Savio wasn't just like an outlier. This can happen, and I know that like a lot of people might not know who he is, but I've always been a student of the game, and Pedro Morales for me was when I
Mm.
read about Pedro, I was like former WWE heavyweight champion, triple crown champion. I was just like back in that day. So like that was like for me the big three of people in the WWE that I saw that I was just like they can do this. Like if they did it, like we can do this. And nowadays it's even crazier because we have so much representation not only in the big leagues but in the indies. You have a lot of uh Puerto Ricans like thriving, like genuinely thriving in all of these companies. Some of like the super indie companies and
Mm.
obviously the major leagues, as I said, with Damian being the world champion. But yeah, uh Carlito would be a dream match. Like because again, I've looked up to him for so long. Yeah, yeah,
That would be a good one. Another guy,
that would be a great one, my friend. That
mm,
would be a great one.
definitely. Now, next guy, definitely doing his thing with TNA right now. And, TNA,
Mm.
yeah, they have the working relationship with WWE, but a lot of the TNA roster also do indie stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of those people end up coming through even Iowa with the revolver stops in Iowa, which
Yep.
I frequented. But one guy that I've actually met at one of those shows, who is the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Santana.
Yep. Love Mike. Someone that the first time I had heard of him and I watched a little bit when he was in Impact the first time around, obviously. And I was a fan of him, but and then seeing him go to AEW and doing his thing, but then now reinventing himself and being the top champion in one of the biggest companies in the world. Some people even have that one as number two. Some people have it as number three, number four. It's definitely top five. TNA is
Yeah,
definitely top five. Um,
criminally
now,
underrated, if you ask me.
what was that?
Criminally
Oh
underrated.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like a lot of uh Puerto Rican wrestlers are. Like, I know some people are like have to, like going back to like Carlito. People like, oh, he was okay. Like, he was fantastic. Like Damian Priest, oh, he's okay. Are you kidding me? Like, he was freaking great. And
Oh,
like Mike is someone that that I have talked about, in locker rooms whenever there's some people with half a brain. Um, and he's a great freaking wrestler. I mean, the things he's been able to do and being able to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship from a WWE guy and doing it the way he did, being able to carry the flag, doing it from his family, fantastic. And he either already wrestled him or is gonna wrestle my good friend Richard Holiday, which that'd be great. And if I get a chance to work with Mike, I mean, come on, that'd be fantastic. That'd be
yeah, how the
amazing.
hell are you not going to take that if you get the
No,
chance,
like
right?
that'd be fantastic. I mean, Mike is someone that a lot of people maybe didn't know about a few years ago. But now they absolutely know. They absolutely freaking know
Oh,
who he
yeah.
and
And, oh,
yeah. I no, yeah, Mike is someone that I've heard wrestlers like in the locker room since he won the TNA title that they have talked about. Oh, I'm starting to search for more Puerto Rican wrestlers, and since like and which is funny because they knew about Damien, but Mike was the one that weird. But it's definitely been cool to have more people with eyes on Puerto Rican talent, which I
for
think is
sure.
freaking amazing.
For
And
sure.
yeah, Mike, kudos to him for what he's been able to do.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
love to wrestle him. Would love to have a chance for that TNA World Heavyweight Championship. That would look fantastic at my house. You know what I mean? But that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah. And I do have to say this about him and Ortiz. The like, yes, I like AEW, but one of the biggest travesties that has happened in the existence of that promotion is Santana and Ortiz never having those AEW tag titles.
I agree.
That should have happened.
I agree.
Now, last but not least here, somebody that you could definitely see the pride on her face when she came out during that backlash show in Puerto Rico,
Oh yeah.
Zelina Vega.
Speaking of underrated, yeah. I love Selena. She's great. I know she's doing her thing now with I think with I was gonna say Malachi, not Malachi, Alistair Black, I believe. I haven't watched
Yeah.
WWE in a month or two just because I've been busy. But yeah, criminally underrated, great talent, and one of those that definitely puts the flag in high regard. Just to say the least about it, like definitely puts the flag in high regard. Supremely talented. Um, yeah, she's definitely one that I think I think she's done enough that she deserves like a proper championship reign.
Oh yeah.
Like there's so many championships nowadays attached to WWE. How does she not have one of them? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion. I love Selena. She's great.
Oh yeah. I would have to agree with you. She definitely deserves a bit longer of a title reign than like she had with that women's US title.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely deserves a bit longer of a one. Now I have some random questions, some wrestling related, some not. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
random. So, give you the question, first answer that pops into your head.
Mm-hmm.
First one, craziest in match moment for you.
Um, that I was a part of.
Yeah.
I mean, it can either be the Mike Bennett match that a fan attacked me,
Mm,
um, or in the summer we did a show in a disgusting town called Hazel something. And yeah, there was this couple in the front row They were very let's say racially charged.
Mm.
And yeah, I started before my match with with the microphone just saying some things. And then they went a little bit racially and discrimination,
Mm.
I guess you could say. And I just laid into him, into both of them. And the guy wanted to jump the rail. The wife was trying to hold him back. They complained to the announcer. They went to management and complained about me, which is hilarious, by the way. Uh, but it was funny because that match was before intermission, and then after intermission, they had like a battle royal there. I won my match, by the way. I defended the Midwest Championship properly, and then they did a battle royal. And when the bell rang, obviously, what do you see when a Rumble type of match happens? Everyone starts fighting, right?
Yeah.
Because there's dumb. What did I do? I literally just slid underneath the bottom rope and I went to the back. And I just waited till they did their thing. And at the end, the wrestler, oh, I won. Everyone's favorite wrestler. Oh, everyone loves it. I just slid in, threw him out. I win. My entrance
Smart move.
my entrance music went from start to end and then started again. But I just kept celebrating and insulting everyone. And they kept insulting me. And that fan, he was this close to jumping the rail. He was this close. He said everything in the book, but I don't care because I know that there's nothing that anybody can say that I can't say 10 times worse to them. And I'm not saying racially motivated things, because that's not my cup of tea. I
Yeah.
go for real insults, not like low-hanging fruit stuff, you know. He was upset that I insulted him and that I told him that he should wear a shirt because it was an outdoor show. He was shirtless. And I just happened to tell him that he should wear a shirt because his tits were bigger than his wife's, which was interesting because his wife was a walking manatee. There's nothing racially motivated there, you know. I was just pointing out to the fact after he had told me to go back to my country that I didn't deserve to be there. So I think it was pretty justified, but obviously everyone that was booing me because I'm the bad guy, I'm Slade, and I'm the bad man or whatever. So whatever. But
Yeah.
one of those two, you know, between one of those two, one of them is on YouTube with the Mike Bennett match. The other one, I'm pretty sure management's never going to put that online just because of the things that we're saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
Hazelton always keeping it classy, I guess. But
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
I would expect it. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that in your defense on that one, with that one guy that yeah, if you're gonna start shouting some
Yeah.
racial stuff at a show, man, you deserve what you got coming.
Oh yeah. And it was funny because he was drunk as hell. And then he one of the things he said was like, what did he say? He was like, oh, you want to step outside? And I just said, we're outside, dumbass. Because he was literally outside. And he just goes, let's step outside. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy saying? So, yeah.
That's epic.
Yeah.
I love that.
And after the show, like, I was there. He just left. So, yeah, that's on him, honestly.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
I'd say the Mike Bennett match, probably just because of in spite of a fan attacking me, I still won.
Oh, yeah.
And I became as I said earlier, I'll say it again, the first indie wrestler in their first year beating a signed talent.
Oh, yeah.
And which is interesting also because after the match, he didn't know my tenure in the industry. So this was like, I guess this is like a little bit of a parentheses here. He went to Jay Fowler and he went to the owner of that company. And he said, oh, that's very good. Like, that guy's going to fucking make it. Like, that guy's going places. And then they go like, oh, yeah, he's in his first year. And he goes, he's in his what? And they go, yeah, first year wrestling. And he goes, I swear I thought he was like at least 10-year vet. You can call me a liar. Anyone watching this can call me a liar. Go to him. Ask him. He told that to them because he thought in a million years that a rookie, like, let's be honest, that's a rookie. It's from first year. beat him. And I just did it in fabulous fashion. Absolutely fantastic fashion.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that
I seem to be able to run into him quite often. It's been more than a handful of times. So yeah, next time I see him, I'm definitely gonna bring you up for
Oh
sure.
yeah, go for it. Absolutely. He's gonna be back in Iowa December 6th, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah, because I believe he's gonna be back in December 6th, and I've heard that he wants to come back multiple times. I don't know if he's trying to like chase the dragon in the sense of like, man, I really need to prove myself because Slade beat me. You know, maybe it's that. Maybe he's just like, man, I need to get to a different level to get to Slade. You know, maybe it's that. I don't know. You
Mm.
ask him that if you ever see him, but
I'll be sure to do that. Now, next question here.
go for it.
Favorite sport outside of wrestling?
Uh, I don't. I've honestly never really been a big sports guy. I used to like play a little bit of basketball when I was in high school. Um, I used to watch it a lot. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I'd say anything MMA related, but even
Mm.
that, I just don't have a lot of time to watch that because I'm literally always watching wrestling. I'm always studying tape. I'm already always in the gym. I'm always doing something wrestling related or
Yeah.
in service of my dream of getting to where I want to be in wrestling. So I just don't get it. Like people just sit there and just watch football or baseball or I sorry, watch the fake football because you know the real football is in Latin America, is in Europe. That's real football. Just so you know, Americans. But yeah, I would have to say MMA. Anything close to MMA, UFC, Bellator, anything to that regard, I can watch. I don't actively look for it much anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but if I have anyone, if I'm like watching something and something pops up, oh, I can watch it. I used to practice different martial arts growing up. It's been a long time since then, but uh, yeah, I'd have to say that for what it is. Other than that, I just don't see the appeal in seeing grown men playing with a ball. But
I get, and yeah, MMA is definitely a popular one.
yeah,
Now, we're getting here in the States, we're getting close to Thanksgiving, one of the biggest eating days of the year. What would you say? Now, everybody has their favorite foods, but what would you say is a least favorite of yours? Like one that's like, don't even put that shit on my plate.
fast foods, fried shit, uh, the disgusting American diet, the Western diet, I guess is what you call the Western diet. You guys are so ashamed of it. You don't even call it the American diet. You call it the Western diet. Like what? Like no. Like anything highly processed, the deep fried, like that's something that's very hard to get accustomed in Iowa. Is just because in Iowa and the Midwest, people deep fry everything. They would deep fry water if they could.
Probably.
If they would even drink it, you know, it's Mountain Dew this and Dr. Pepper that and Coke. Like, what are you doing? Like water, protein shakes, like people drinking alcohol, and it's like, that's bad for you. That destroys your system. Like I no, like don't do that to yourself. Like love yourself a little bit more, then you might be a little bit superior. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But anything deep fried, anything, no, I just can't. I just don't understand it. I think people that eat deep fried things as consistent as they do, because maybe you want to try it, you're like curious, like, oh, deep fried chicken, let me try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But actively always going for it, like hell, like deep fried Oreos is a thing that they do in the Iowa State Fair. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And you see these people like, like Midwest manatees. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like try a chicken breast, try some like white rice, some try a vegetable for God's sake, some fruit. Yeah, I think there's more things that I hate than things that I like, just because everything nowadays is just crazy, in my opinion.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, and anything that people like gravy too. Like, what are
Mm.
you doing? Like, I've heard people like, oh yeah, I eat my turkey with gravy. Have you ever heard of seasoning? Like, that's better. Like, do that. And people here don't like to season stuff. It
Yeah.
makes me go nuts. It's like, should I go back to Puerto Rico? Like, what are we doing, Iowa? Like, come on, guys. And it's not just Iowa, it's all over the Midwest and across the country from what I've seen in my travels. But yeah, that, yeah.
Uh, yeah, it can get a little nuts out here in the Midwest with that stuff. Now, with the name of a show like I have to ask this one. Favorite drink, alcoholic or otherwise? Because I know alcohol bad for you, but every now and then, is there one that you like to indulge with every now and then?
I haven't had alcohol since 2017, so no. So no.
Yeah.
No alcohol.
What about non-alcoholic?
Nope. There's no need for it. I have no interest in it. It's just like why? Like I don't get it. Like I don't understand it. I get people that might be addicted or they might be
Yeah.
what's the word in English? Is it addicted?
Yeah, I think it might be addicted, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like they have
like I'm not talking about like the non-alcoholic beers, but like
oh, okay,
just like
yeah.
a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. Yeah. Non-alcoholic beer, stupid.
Yeah.
But honestly, the only things I drink every day is water, protein shakes, milk. That's it.
Solid, healthy choices right there.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
It's
Now,
called not being lazy. You know what I mean? Because like I just don't get why people do some of the things they do, and I just attribute that to laziness. And to quote the great Kobe Bryant, I just don't understand lazy people. Like I don't speak their language. Like I'm never gonna understand it. It's just weird to me. Like what? So like yeah, like people look at me like I'm the weird one. Like if we're in some like after party and they're like, oh shot, and I'm over there with my protein shake. Bro, I just got out of the gym. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna be drinking my protein shake. I'm gonna be drinking some water. Get on my level, and then you can criticize my choices. Simple as that. What about you? What do you like to drink?
well, I probably need to drink a little more water than I do.
Oh, you do?
I will admit that. But I do enjoy some alcoholic beverages from time to time. One of my personal favorites, because not just because it is owned by and ran by my all-time favorite wrestler, but
Who's that?
Stone Cold's Broken Skull American Lager. Freaking delicious.
I'll say something about that real quick. Because I'm not sure if it already exists, but if he has a non-alcoholic version of that and he offers me, we're face to face, it'd be impossible to say no to that.
Yeah.
That's like if Jordan's there and he is like, you want to shoot some hoops and you're like, no, I'm good. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of weird to say no to Stone Cold, but if he has a non-alcoholic version of it, I'd probably be tempted to try it. That's one of those things that you said, indulge a little bit. It'd be almost impossible to be like, I'm good, Stone Cold. Like, oh yeah, you just go to Stone Cold. Like,
And that's the thing, I agree with you on pretty much most non-alcoholic beers. They're garbage. Like, why? But with a guy like Stone Cold, if he's going to put his name behind a non-alcoholic beer, it's going to be fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I would agree. I definitely, if he handed me one of those, yeah. Although
you said he's your number one?
He's my number one, yeah.
Interesting.
I would venture to say I don't get starstruck too easily, but if I ever actually got to meet him, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I don't know if I'd be able to get a word out.
Hmm. It's very interesting because, like, you know who essentially someone he's quoted multiple times as say like he's the guy that got me to the next level. You know who it is, right?
Savio,
Savio, yeah. And yeah,
that
that's someone
strap match.
that's someone that got him that helped him get to that next level. So yeah, definitely heard many a story about Stone Cold with Uncle Savio. But yeah, he was the star maker to a certain extent because I've heard a lot of people like, oh, that match was Stone Cold. Oh, he was the first guy that worked with The Rock and Triple H and Razor Ramon and this and that. And they say Goldust even nowadays, Dustin Rhodes, another great guy. He even credits Savio like getting his character over. What
Oh yeah,
character, whatever that means, but I guess yeah, his gimmick of Goldust gimmick. Um, so yeah, that's something that's obviously very cool to be attached to. So
oh yeah, no, definitely. Now, last but not least here, best advice you have for anybody wanting to get into wrestling.
um, you know, you always hear people say like, just do it, just go for it. Like, but that's I think too generic for someone of my caliber to say. Um, Instead of just doing it, I think analyze it. Analyze where you are. Analyze if it makes sense in that moment. Because if I would have started when I was 18, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So I think it depends on the person because we've definitely have a lot of success stories later in their careers, or I guess not in the careers, in their ages. We've had like success stories later in life, and not just in wrestling, in anything in life. And I think people sometimes jump the gun too quickly and they make mistakes. So, um, for example, I used to know this guy. Um, I mean, I know him. I just haven't talked to him in years. He was one of the guys that I grew up kind of with. He always loved wrestling, and he got like some voucher down there in Puerto Rico from his family. I don't know if that voucher is the right word. That he got into wrestling. He started training at 16 or 17, and he was like, "Oh, I need to start as early as possible because like life." And he wrestled for like 5 years, I want to say, and he burnt out fast just because I think it just didn't life wasn't the kindest to him because he just didn't get the opportunities that he thought he was going to get that early on. There's a lot of wrestlers when they start at that age, they haven't gotten the maturity in life in general. Um, so they just go into it and then they burn out really quickly. They give up and then they're like 22, 23 with a bad back, bad knees, and nothing to show for it. And that's not, I'm happy to say that a lot of people do start at 15, 14 and they amazing careers. But I think a lot of there's a lot of people that don't plan ahead in life and they just want to go for it. I say sit down, analyze where you are in life, what your goals are, what you want to do. Is there a path that you see? Strategic planning is something that made me very, very rich. Um, so I always say try to see what the goal is and try to plan accordingly how to get there. But if you need the backup plan because your goal isn't necessarily WWE, you just want to do it in the weekends, that's fine. But that means you're going to need an outlet to live, especially how it is nowadays. I've just been extremely uh, lucky to be as talented as I am. Because you always hear those stories of people that on their first year, oh, I had 3 matches my first year. Oh, I had 5 matches my first year. You hear it all the time. Every single person. Oh, the first year I was just traveling, trying to get noticed by tearing down and rings, helping with setup. And I had 3 matches. I had 10 matches. It still happens nowadays. You know how many matches I had in my first year?
How many?
62 matches. 62
Nice.
matches that included, working WWE legends, AEW superstars, winning championships. And that's because you plan accordingly. I had years, years of being able to get out of my own shell, years of being able to become who I am nowadays. Because maybe 18-year-old Slade wasn't the most confident person. Maybe 18-year-old Slade wasn't in the best shape. Maybe 18-year-old Slade didn't understand the business how he understands it now. Hell, I was literally out of high school. The hell did I know about life? Getting, beat down. When life beats you down, you can either decide to stay down and be a little bitch, or you can get up and learn from it and keep moving forward. I mean, keep moving forward. It's in my arm. It's the first tattoo I ever got. Keep moving forward. And yeah, it's obviously do it. Go for it if you have a passion for it, but try to make a smart decision. Try to analyze where you are in life, what your goals are, and then if you whatever goal it is, if you want to do it in the weekends or if you want to main event WrestleMania and be the world heavyweight champion, that's fine. But everything you do in life from that point onwards has to be in service of that dream, whatever it is.
Great advice. Now, before we go, where can people find you social media wise? So if they don't, for some reason, have their eyes on you already, they can go ahead and get them there.
Anything Slade Wolfborn, you can literally just Google that. It'll pop up because no one has a cooler name. Yeah, just Slade Wolfborn. Facebook. I have an Instagram page I'm not using. I know people are saying oh, you need to use it. I don't have time sometimes to do that. And I hired a business manager recently that they're going to be taking care of a lot of that social media stuff. There's a TikTok account that some people enjoy. My business manager has been doing for a little bit. Obviously, the Facebook page is where I'm most active, just because it's easiest. Yeah, Facebook, anything. In the next couple of months, I'm pretty sure my business manager is going to be doing a lot of more stuff, and I'm pretty sure in the next year or so, there's going to be more social media platforms popping up here and there. So I'll probably be on those as well. But yeah, just go out there, support your independent wrestlers, because right now I'm an indie wrestler, but who knows next year or 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. So, yeah, I'm definitely excited for what 2025 has to hold. I'm definitely excited for 2026. Definitely projecting the Slate stock to be very, very high next year. Yeah, I mean, the ace of Iowa. That's something that I probably am. I know probably Fowler's going to say that he's the ace of Iowa, and rightfully so, because he's worked very hard to get there. But he's also, what's the analogy? Like the master. He's the master. I'm the student. Taylor's all this time, the student surpassing the master. Who knows? Maybe that happens. Maybe it doesn't. No one knows. But yeah, Fowler's doing great things at the Forge. If you guys want to prove me wrong about me being the superior one, me being the best, go train. If you're in Iowa, go to the Forge. Train up. Get in the ring. Face to face with me. Prove me wrong. Just prove me, please. I'm begging you. Prove me wrong. Truly, genuinely begging you, please prove me wrong. But yeah, the Forge is doing great things. Me being the best Forge student ever, it's a given. Yeah, Puerto Rican wrestling is looking very good. Puerto Rican wrestlers are looking very good, especially in the Midwest. Yeah. Any last second questions? I mean, you already paid me, so.
Yeah, nope. I believe that is about all I have. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me tonight. I know, busy man that you are. Yeah. It was an absolute pleasure, and you are welcome back anytime.
Give me 2 seconds. Stephanie, give me 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, Chloe. Oh, yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Anyway. Sorry. I don't know, some Tinder date. I forgot I have that. Whatever. It is whatever.
Gotcha. But yeah, you're welcome back anytime.
As long as you pay me, I'll be happy to join you.
Issue with this fucking button. See, I don't know why I have this fucking